Bruh. I wonder what's gonna be the topic for tonight. I have no clue. Oh, bro. What's gonna be the topic for tonight? That's gonna be the topic. About anger, hate, let's see, mercy, mercy, love. I don't know. Hold on. It could be about love. Let me see. Here we go. Oh, my AirPod. My AirPod is still connected. Shit. There we go. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Bro, I wonder what's going to be the topic for tonight. I should have thought this through before I just press record. Because I don't know. Yo, what's going on, everybody? I hope y'all night is doing well, or day, depending on the evening. You're reading scripture. Well, I'm trying to find a scripture. I'm trying to find a topic for tonight. Like it's just a short, brief topic for tonight before I go to bed or something, you know? And I don't know which one to start with. Like either start with love or hate. It's just so many to start with, you know? So okay, you know what? I'm gonna just pick any, mini, miny, mo, and we gonna go from there. I'm gonna just pick any, mini, miny, mo because I don't know. What up, dirt bike? Is that dirt bike? Yeah, dirt bike. Okay. So how's everybody night going? Day going so far? What's going on with everybody? Enter my domain. What y'all? I don't know what y'all did today. This is literally everything that I've been doing. I've been doing this all day. All day. Like I think. Let me not lie to y'all. Hold on. I spent like 3 hours talking, like writing down stuff about the way we speak to how we speak to people. Like 3 hours just on that alone. And y'all, when I tell you I did not want, bro. But I spent 3 hours on that, and then I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn more about how do you put it? Of restraint, like restraining yourself from people, from situations, and heated, rivalry. Like, say for instance, you have to, basically you don't want to react so aggressive to stuff, and don't be blindsided. You know what I'm saying? And I spent like 2 hours on that, but I didn't really want to focus on that today, because today was like a chill day for me. I mean, today was my off day, so I mean, I didn't have really nothing going on today. Okay, I know what topic I want to speak about is a job verse. Let me see what verse though. Let me see. So I've been. What strength do I have? Okay. Job verse 11 through. Fucking. I'm gonna say 15. Nothing too long, nothing too short. Cause I gotta do stuff after this live anyway, after this short live anyway. I just wanted to come over here and check on y'all to see how y'all doing. So yeah, Job verse 11 through 14, 15, yeah, 15, because that's the end of that verse, I think. Something that caught my eye, like specifically in this book, I think, yeah, something that caught my eye specifically in this book is it starts off by saying, like, basically, like, questioning your own faith, your own strength. I'm like, damn, it really, it really puts it out there. Like, every day we wake up, we question ourselves, we question our own faith, our own strength, not knowing that we may not be good enough for anything for ourselves. And then the verse, it says, what strength do I have that I should continue to hope? You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's basically saying, like, what I don't have the strength anymore to continue to hope. I don't have nothing going on for myself to continue to hope this gets better, hope my life gets better, hope I get to meet new people. It's basically saying, like, I basically should just give up. I should basically just give up because I don't have the strength for it, so why even hope? And I really found that fascinating because most of us, we go through that, like, on a daily basis. We don't just go through that, once or twice in our lives. It's like a continuing cycle of us, questioning ourselves, and it goes on saying, like, where's my future? I don't have a future. Questioning your own life every single day, because I know I do. Most of the time, I don't know. Let's see. Most of the time, I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, besides this, I'm saying, like, sometimes I don't even be, like, believing the stuff I tell other people or I try to tell myself, And I question myself a lot. I question myself without even knowing I'm questioning myself. I wake up every day in the morning and I'm like, why am I here? Like, what's the reason of me being here every single day? And sometimes you just got to get that reminder in your head, like, I got to find out what my purpose is in life. I got to find out who I am. Even if that means, separating myself from the ones I love, from the ones I hold dear to my heart. You still have to figure out who you are. Not what you are, but who you are as a person and as a human being, especially as a soul. We all have to come together to figure out what we are going to do in the future. Because it's not that the past doesn't define us or who we are now, but the future does. Our choices now decides who we are. Not about what we used to do about or how we used to do this and I fell into the temptation of that and I was stupid before. None of that really matters because you're not really defined by that now. You're only defined by that unless you choose it, We choose whether to be, a good person or a bad person. We can't go back in the past and change anything. We can't go back in the past to change anything. The only thing we can do is continue to move forward and not hope, but we can guarantee that we're going to make it. That everyone here we're going to make it and we're going to power through this. We're going to power through this struggle. That we're all in this together, And it goes on saying, what is my future that I should be patient for? Is my strength that of stone or my flesh made of bronze? Since I cannot help myself, the hope for success has been banished from me. Now, reading that sentence alone almost like made me cry, because it's not only saying like I lost faith in myself, but I also lost faith in I'm claiming to lose faith in the future because I don't have faith now. So if I'm not strong enough now, what good does it do me that I'm probably going to be strong enough in the future if I can't handle, what's being dealt in my face right now? If I can't handle this right here and right now, what makes you think I can handle things in the near future? And it's explaining how I can't even help myself. So why even do I hope for success? And it's explaining in the end about being banished is that I'm worthless. Maybe I should just go and crawl up and die because I'm not strong enough. I don't have the faith to be strong enough. So I'm just going to give up because I'm worthless and no one listens to me. I'm stupid. I might as well just give up. But it's not only saying those type of emotions. It's also explaining the depth of feelings, how complex we humans are. Because we feel all sorts of things, good or bad, evil, temptation, all these feelings that we can put into perspective, that we can really hone our own perspective and how other people can view the world so differently. And then it goes on saying, a despairing man should receive loyalty from his friends. Now, with that line alone, I know most men out here, including the women and the men, even the children, I know some of them grow up, some of them continue in their lives not having people there for them. Even with family members, you may think that, oh, I have my mom, I have my dad, but they're not there for me. I have friends, but they're not there for me. So I completely can understand about the despairing part of, I should have friends when I'm going through this. I should be able to have people that love me and that I love them, that whenever I go through this, I expect them to be there for me. But that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen, all the time. So you just constantly thinking in your brain like, well, I'm supposed to be having all these people love me, but they're not there for me. What sense does that make to have them in my life? You know, I got all these people in my ear. I got my mom in my ear. I got my dad in my ear. I got my friends in my ear telling me this and that, but yet they're still not being there for me in the way that I want them and need them to. They're just there just to exist. And a lot of us do that. Sometimes we don't mean to, like, I'm trying to comfort someone that needs it. Most of the time I am just there. I am just sitting there, just existing. Because sometimes I don't know how to help that person, because everyone has a way of comforting themselves and how other people comfort them, So just, sitting there, being with that person is not just enough. That's not enough. You have to feel for that person. You have to be more than just be there. You have to be present. You have to act interested in what the people are going through. You can't just, sit there and expect them to open up to you and to give you all the information you need to help them, because not everyone can open up that easily. Most people, you got to break down the walls. You got to break down buildings. You got to break down towers, even just to even get, a hello, So you just can't go around and, expecting everybody else, I open up, so they should open up too. That's not, sadly, that's not how it works. I mean, that's not how I work. I know when I try to, when I want to open up, I can't even open up, and I want to open up. I want to be able to open up. I want to be able to do those types of things, but for some reason, depending on the people, depending on the situation, I just can't, because I also have those walls built up. I have those towers built up that it only takes certain people to, to break down. I want to open up. I always want to open up, but it just doesn't work that way. And it goes on continuing saying, even if he abandons in fear, he is still the Almighty. Because he chooses to abandon that fear and to power through it. So that makes him Almighty. That makes him powerful already from the jump. Because regardless of the fear, regardless of the doubt, you still manage to pull through anyway. Even though you felt scared, you felt like you didn't want to do it, or how everyone is in your head, you hearing so many voices that you can't even think straight. And you powered through it. You got through that storm. You didn't need anyone else but you and God. You and God. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and then it goes on to saying, for the last verse, it says, my brothers are as treacherous as a wadi, as seasonal streams that overflow and becomes darkened. Because of the ice and the snow, it melts into them. And it just ends with just that. Now, honestly, I really don't quite understand that last verse yet. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm still trying to figure that crap. I'm still trying to figure that out too. What does he mean? What does that specifically tell me? I've been stuck on this almost all day. I'm over here contemplating in my head. I'm like, okay, so as seasonal streams that overflow and becomes darkened because of the ice and the snow melts into them. I'm like, huh? I'm looking at this like it's a math equation. Oh my goodness. My head hurt just thinking about it. Guys, I'm still trying to figure out that last verse. And I mean, if one of y'all can figure it out, gladly tell me. I'm not even gonna gladly tell me, because I'm not finna figure out that verse anytime soon. I'm still new to all of this. I'm still new to the scriptures, the testimonies, the Old Testament, and all this. I'm still new to all of it, because it took me a long time. Guys, it took me a long time to give in to Christ, man. To give in to the true form, the true reality, the true form of Christianity, and not none of that surface level bull crap that they're showing on social media and how in these fake churches. Because it's hard, you know, being in the lines of this type of work and not being judged, or not automatically having someone judge you because you chose this certain type of religion, or, you know, God, or whatever you want to say. And most people, they just look at you sideways already because they label these as Christians, and most Christians, they're not really good people. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna just say that from experience, from my own experience, what I experienced from Christians, they not really good people. Most of them are stuck up, cocky, and they think they can do whatever because, I don't know. I guess that's just what a Christian is, but that's not the Christian that I want to be, okay? I don't want to be that type of Christian. I want to be the true righteous form of the purity of a Christian. I want to be the type of person you want to come to whenever you're, you know, having an issue. And despite my religion or despite who I serve, you can still view me as me. Not as, oh, he's a Christian, he's a Jew, or he's a, you know, not any of that. You can still view me as who I am as a soul, as a human being. I am one with you and you are one with me. Me and you, we are together. We're locked in because you are a soul just like me. We're both souls, connected and intertwined, just like energy. No matter where you go, no matter where you're at, I feel you, you feel me. You meet at the other bridge, I meet halfway. I don't want to be viewed as some type of labeled as the same Christians that ruin half of the world, because most of the religion base is corrupt. It needs guidance. It needs fixing, because most of them view us as a whole. They view us as a whole as, you know, bad people, just because of history, you know, just because of history. And the thing is, history always find a way of repeating itself. And the reason why history repeats itself, because we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And then it comes to a point you got to ask yourself, you really got to ask yourself, why am I steady going through the same thing? Why am I steady going through the same problem? Years and years, months and months, days and days along the line. Why am I still having this same issue? You know, it comes to a point where you really got to question yourself about that. You could think you could have thought you done this right. You could have thought you done this correctly. But when it comes down to it, if that problem, if that situation keeps repeating on in your life, then chances are you are doing something wrong. Chances are you're not really great as you thought you were. The chances are you wasn't really listening to the signs and the signals that you were given beforehand in order to handle the situation. So, based on in my life, the patterns that I notice within myself, I don't even go through them anymore. No, don't get me wrong. I still go through a lot of stuff. But it is so many different things within their own aspects. It's not a pattern. It's not the same thing. It's different things. It's different. I keep leveling up, and there's a new problem already. It's not me being on the same level, having the same issue, because you only go through the same issue if you're not doing the correct things that you're supposed to be doing. So you're going to continue to go through that issue, just like how many people, they try to quit smoking and drinking. Well, in order to get past that, obviously you have to stop. If you don't stop, you're going to continue to keep going through the rehab. You're going to keep going through being an alcoholic, a smokeaholic, if that's even a thing. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure y'all get my point. You're not going to level up. You're not going to get any better unless you do things you've never done before. I'm doing things I've never done before, and I'm having different problems, yes. But it is not the same reoccurring problem that most people choose to go through every single day. Most of us, we have been tricked into thinking that we don't have power to choose our own lives. Most of us has been tricked that we can't decide for ourselves, but we can. We can decide to whether to go to that party. We can decide to smoke that blunt. We can decide to drink alcohol. All of that is it's not mandatory. It's not something you have to do. That is something you choose to go through. That is something you choose to accept. And then the consequences come. And that's when you start to get the reoccurring problems, same issues over and over and over, and you wonder why there's a pattern. That's because you keep choosing. You keep choosing to go through it every single day. Now you may say, Sunzo, don't start with this. Sunzo, it's hard. Sunzo, it feels impossible. Sunzo, you don't know my life, so you don't know what I gotta get. You don't know what I gotta, go through. And I'm here to tell you this. You're right. I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't know what you gotta go through on a daily basis. Even then, I may not even understand who you are as a person. But at the end of the day, long as you have the free will, and as long as you have breath in your body, you still have a choice. And it's whether to continue to go through the same things you are going through currently, or to break off that branch and start new. It's not meant to be easy. Whether I like that, whether you like that or not, it's not meant to be something that is easy. It's not easy breaking out of a habit that you had all your life or half your life. It's not easy breaking away from that trauma that you went through from childhood, choosing not to do that when you get older. It's not easy to do any of that. And I'm not expecting it to. Because you are rewiring your whole brain. You are rewiring your whole entire life. It's not meant to be easy. That's the point. That's the point. It's not meant to be easy whatsoever. Because once you climb up that mountain, the higher you go, the harder it is to breathe. The higher you get up that mountain, the harder it is to breathe. But once you get up there, you climb completely up top to that mountain, and your reward is seeing that view, that magical view that nobody can't pay for, that it's priceless. It will be all worth it. It will be completely worth it. You cannot let nobody stop you from being who you are. You can't. It may seem impossible because you may be living in a household, you may be dealing with the environment, but coming from somebody that was in that environment and that had that household, it's possible. Trust and believe. It is possible. It may take some time. It may take you being alone. Definitely will take you being alone. And by God's grace, I hope that you're not. Because being alone is not an easy task. It's not for everybody. Heck, I don't even claim that's for being me. I don't even think it's for me. And look at me. I mean, I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best every single day. I'm pushing past my limits every single day. Because I don't want to be in that household anymore. I don't want to go through that trauma anymore. So I have to rewire my whole entire life. I have to break off that branch. Start fresh. Start new. I may go through a couple of setbacks, but it will all be worth it. Long as you are building your life for you, it will always be worth it. As long as you are building your own dreams, building your community, building your franchise, building whatever you want to call it, as long as you are trying to better yourself and you are bettering yourself, it will always be worth it at the end of the day. Don't let your parents, don't let your friends, don't let your associates, don't even let me, don't let nobody tell you that otherwise. As long as you are working on you and you want to help other people, you want to help yourself, your life will always be worth it. And even if you're not doing those in that aspect, your life is still worth fighting for. You still have a soul up under that rudeness and stubborn big head of yours. We all do. We all have our moments. We all have stuff we don't want to tell people because we may feel like we're going to be embarrassed, that we're going to get exposed. But so what? Your soul is meant to be set free. It's not meant to be trapped in a cage. It's not meant to be so quiet, having that flame die out slowly over the months and years. It's meant to be set free. It's meant to do what it came to do, what it came down here to do. You are meant to live your life, more than just live it. You're supposed to be your life. Don't just be so caught up in what society has for you. Because once you realize that you leaving here alone, I mean, you can't take nothing with you. The only thing you taking with you is your soul. At the end of the day, you could die today. I could die today. Not saying I'm going to. I mean, but if I do, I do. But you know, even if you die today or dying today, can you really say and sit back and say that you gave this lifetime your all? Can you really say that you let go of all the things that hurt you in this lifetime? Can you really say that? With a smile on your face and saying it loud and proud. Can you really say that I done everything I was supposed to in this lifetime? I lived my life how I wanted to live it, and I didn't give a damn about who thought less of me. Can you really sit there and say that? If your answer is maybe, if your answer was no, you got some soul search. You got some soul searching to do. You gotta go search. Because if it's not an immediate yes, I would have got up yesterday to go do something. I didn't do nothing today, but it's my off day. But I would have got up yesterday to go do something. I would have got up yesterday because at any given time, I could die. I could get wiped off this planet. And it's sad to say that everyone's going to move on. I could die today and everybody's going to go on about their life. They're not going to care. I can get wiped off the planet of this earth, and that'll be it. There won't be no more me. There won't be no more Sunzo. I'll just be energy at that point. And I don't know about y'all, but I plan on doing a lot of stuff before that time happens. Because I want to live my life to the fullest extent. So whenever I am probably on my deathbed, if I'm not getting taken out, on the spot, I'm on my deathbed, and I can sit there comfortably and say that I gave this life my all. I'm ready to leave up out of here. I'm ready to leave up out of here now. But you get my point. You get my point. I'm on my deathbed. I can say that I gave this life my all. I gave love to people that didn't show it back to me. I gave love to people that deserved it. I gave love to people who didn't deserve it. I even tried to receive it. I mean, it wasn't my best efforts, but I experienced real love before. It's safe to say that most people haven't. I have, and I'm grateful for it. If I never get it back again, I can still go on in life and say that I experienced real love. And I can know from in the future, if I, even decide to get with someone or decide to meet up with a family member and they show me love, quote unquote, I can know if that's real love or not because I felt genuine love before, And you got to be grateful for those. You got to be grateful for those times, even if they don't last forever. Still be grateful. Be glad that it happened. Be grateful enough that it happened. Okay? Because most people go their whole entire life not experiencing a lot of stuff, especially love, especially in this day and age. Most people go their whole entire lives without experiencing love. From that doesn't even have to be from a soulmate. That can be from your mom, your dad, your auntie, your grandma. That can literally be from anybody, your friends. Most people go their whole entire lives not experiencing love, and most people die. Most people die not experiencing love. They're sitting on their deathbed. Most people right now are sitting on their freaking deathbed thinking to themselves, damn, I never got to experience it. I never got to experience real love before. Never. I never got to experience real love before. And they die knowing that. Imagine how sad that is. You sitting there all alone. No one there for you. It's just you in the room. Damn. Finna make me cry. I don't want to be that person. I don't. I don't want to be that person. And I'm sure y'all don't either. So, my last message, because I said this was going to be short. It's like 40 minutes long. My last message to everyone out there is to do your best and to do more than try. Because trying just means you're not doing it hard enough. It's either you do or you don't. You got to pick. So my message is for y'all tonight is to get some rest, get some sleep, and to take care of yourselves. And to be there for the ones that love you and let them be there for you. It may feel awkward, it may seem so unoriginal, but it always starts off like that first. You're gonna get, comfortable with it. But this TV is up. It's too loud. Ooh. My remote. There you go. But like I said, y'all enjoy y'all night, get some rest, and love those who love you. And if no one loves you, still love everybody. Everyone needs love, including the hard-headed ones. So